first move they made was Norman Powell. It was in the rumors. It seemed like he was the far likelier move that was going to happen over Kyle Lowry. It ends up being Portland for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood. No picks involved, just basically straight up Powell for Trent and Hood.
Yeah, I think this is a big win for the Trailblazers. And you just get a player that could drive and score, that could score off like given shoots from Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum, that can guard threes at a decent effective rate because he's switchable, he has playoff experience. The only problem is he is a restricted free agent after
Yeah.
this. You're gonna have his bird rights, and he is gonna demand a pretty hefty contract,
18.
maybe in the 20 million range.
Yeah.
And man, he does raise their ceiling, and I like it because to win a championship, you have to go into tax, and that's how you have to operate your team. You have to be worried about this tax situation. If you're too worried about it, then you can have an OKC situation where you never win a championship but have all the talent.
Yeah. And I mean, $10 million for a guy basically averaging 20 and scoring more than 20 on a lot of nights, shooting a ridiculously efficient percentage from the field. One of the best shooters in the league this year, period. And has also shown, like, with all the Raptors injuries and COVID missed games and everything, has been the first option multiple nights. So he can, if you want to bring him off the bench, he can do that. If you want to play a 3-guard closing lineup, Dame, CJ, Norm with, like, whatever, who else there, I think that's a much upgraded lineup over one with Trent. He's basically just the best of Gary Trent pretty much all the time with Norman Powell. For the Raptors' perspective, I think they maybe could have gotten a little bit more value back for him. But I mean, Gary Trent Jr., 21 years old, does have one more year of term left on his deal until his rookie deal is up and he's an RFA. It's not a terrible return. I do think they could have gotten something better, but maybe that just wasn't out there.
I think it's a pretty fair trade because you get someone that's 6 years younger and averages 5+ points.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good deal. And he's probably going to sign for around 16, 17 million per year.
Yeah.
Which could be a $2 to $3 million tax save or pay towards the cap that they save. We know he's turned down a 15 per from the Trailblazers, so we know he wants more than 15 million. So it is going to be an expensive contract, and he is going to get it because he's a good defender, unlike most snipers. So he's going to get that $17 million deal. It's around a $3 million save from Powell's potential 20 million. But this trade is really going to be judged in the offseason and both these guys' contract and how big it is. Because right now, Powell's a better player, but it's all about the offseason and why the Raptors made this move.
Yeah, and Rodney Hood is in there. I was honestly kind of surprised he didn't get moved, like, again at this deadline. He was just in there to make the salaries work. I don't know if he's going to crack the rotation.
I think he is.
He probably will. The Raptors don't have much coming off that bench, especially after getting rid of Terence Davis. And Matt Thomas was the other minor move they made, clearing another roster spot. Masai Ujiri, Bobby Wester had us all thinking that a Kyle Lowry trade was coming because they did the 2-for-1 with Portland, cleared a couple of roster spots with Thomas and Davis, and it just never happened. I mean, is there anything else you want to add about the Matt Thomas trade?
Nothing much. He's probably not going to play for Utah. He's probably just going to be the end of the bench. Another second for the Toronto. Pretty good trade.
Yeah.
But I think this does guarantee Rodney Hood minutes because he is an upgrade over.
That's true.
Stanley
now that
Johnson.
I think of it, yeah.
He's an upgrade over Stanley Johnson, upgrade over Utah Watanabe. He's an upgrade over Bembry. He's just a better offensive player than all those guys, and he's bigger than them too. He's like 6'8", 6'9", so he might be getting some power forward minutes. I think it's a good trade.
Yeah. Now that you say it, I do actually agree with you. Rodney Hood. I just think Rodney Hood, he's averaging, like, I don't even know, 8 points a game this year. I'm like, oh, he's not going to crack the rotation. Then I'm like, wait, is he better than Watanabe on offense? Is he better than like Paul Watson? Bembry? He's better than all those guys offensively. He might be the 7th man. He might be the 6th man. Like,
I think Boucher, if he's still off the bench, is probably the 6th man.
Well, 6th best or 6th most minutes. I don't know because Baines technically starts sometimes, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
he's going to get minutes. You're right about that. I don't think we didn't really touch on the biggest non-trade of the day. Kyle Lowry was not on the move. They were clearing up roster spots to do it. It didn't happen. It seems like the Sixers pulled out. I'm not sure if they were offering Maxey and Thibault in picks or not. The Heat refused to give up Hero. The Clippers thought they were in it. That was never going to happen. At the end of the day, they're just
the Lakers refused to give up Talon Horton Tucker.
That's very surprising to me.
Yeah.
It's very surprising to me. At the end of the day, there were offers on the table, none in Masai Ujiri's mind that were worthy of Kyle Lowry, which is
surprising.
I guess surprising, because if you think you're going to lose him, it doesn't matter if it's a good return or not. Like, you should take it, right?
Yeah.
Like, we weren't ever going to get Hero, but I mean, I kind of like that Philly package if it was Maxey and Thibault.
Honestly, if it was just Maxey, I like it.
Yeah.
But hey, man, maybe they're expecting a sign and trade. Maybe they're not. We really can't know because it's just rumors. So we don't even know if Maxey was available. But if the rumors are true, then Masai got a little greedy and the Sixers got unlucky because they did a great package and it was definitely fair.
Thanks for watching. Listen to the Stretch the Floor podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on Instagram.